First of all, I would like to say that being an ambassador to Greece is for me a great honor. Serving in a country that is the cradle of democracy and whose ancient culture is one of the main pillars of our civilization is a unique challenge, both professionally and personally. Our official relations were established in 1993. However, former Czechoslovakia established its diplomatic relations already 105 years ago. Our mutual relations are very good and are flourishing. Their essence is partnership, effective cooperation within the European Union. We have a lot in common, from the historical experience of foreign domination and occupation, the sense of humor. I would like to bring the best in both nations towards prosperity. The Hellenic Czech Chamber of Athens is our partner, serving as a bridge between the two nations. In the fields of investment, trade, and cultural exchange as well. The Czech Embassy is promoting events to support and to boost their activities. My personal goal is to strengthen relationship between the Czech and Greek firefighters. Czech firefighters are always ready to come here to help their Greek colleagues. Just last year, they came to help during the large-scale fires that reached the outskirts of Athens. And I believe there is a huge opportunity for deepening cooperation in a more systemic way in exchanging best practices and know-how. The flagship of our trade are Škoda cars. Their popularity here in Greece is constantly growing. Škoda have just opened a brand new digital showroom in Athens. We are trying to strengthen the awareness of Škoda as a prestigious brand and which knows new modern technologies and innovations. Modern technologies and innovations are the watchwords for success in the future. For example, energy transformation. The Greek energy and climate plan until 2030 with a view to 2050 is very interesting opportunity for Czech entrepreneurs and investors. The Czech company Solek is already supplying large capacity battery storage facilities to Greece. Or artificial intelligence. The Greek intelligence center Pharos wants to be an innovation hub in the fields of healthcare, the environment, sustainable development, and logistics. And I think it's a great challenge for the Czech academic, public, and private sectors. Cooperation based on the Czech ammunition initiative for Ukraine is a very significant factor as well. It's an opportunity to deepen our cooperation in the arms industry. Members of the Czech Defense and Security Industry Association will take part in a prestigious international DeFair exhibition in May here in Athens. The current war in Ukraine, it's not just a war in our region, in a certain territory in the eastern part of Europe. It's also a harbinger of the future of the whole of Europe. Our Czech historical experience clearly says policy of appeasement to aggressors has never prevented war. Concerning Russian aggression in Ukraine, I think Vaclav Havel would say what he was always saying. Evil must be confronted in his womb, and if not, then otherwise it has to be dealt with by the use of force. And I think he would add that truth and love must prevail over lies and hatred, as is engraved here on the Václav Havel's bench in the Freedom Park in Athens. Moscow's goal is not only to defeat and break Ukraine. Their goal is to weaken NATO and the EU as much as possible, to disturb democracy in the West, to distort Western security architecture throughout Europe. Russian aggression has several dimensions. The first is the war itself, of course. The parameters of the ceasefire will define additional dimensions. An inconsistent, false peace will just breathe Putin and allow him to rearm and to expand his war. Czechia already has its own experience with Russian, or rather Soviet, occupation. Another dimension is the consequences of such a false, unjust peace. In a broader, principled context, we would thus admit that stronger states can attack smaller ones without punishment, redraw borders by force, revise history without any respect to the international law or the UN Charter. The international legal system would collapse, and this system provides us with security. Authoritarian leaders would be convinced that Putin's model of military operation and peace legitimizes them in their intention of conquest. Russia is not interested in real peace negotiations. It is now interested in destruction of the Ukrainian state as a sovereign state, and is interested in further expansion. It's obvious. Therefore, peace at any cost makes no sense. It's very risky. It can be self-destructive. To believe Russia in this regards, it's a naive illusion. Peace has to be just, comprehensive, and lasting, following the parameters agreed by Ukrainians with participation of the European Union. Europe must respond proactively. The United States are and will remain our strong ally. However, Europe must not be so dependent on external factors. It has to be autonomous. We need to strengthen our defense capabilities in a systemic way to be able to defend ourselves. These defense capabilities should be built up within the European Union itself as a strong pillar within NATO. Only a united Europe can be strong, can defend our shared values, and can fulfill its geopolitical role. So let's take it as an impetus for deepening our European integration. US tariffs are a severe blow to the global economy. The consequences will affect millions of people on both sides. The European Union is ready to negotiate with the United States, and at the same time, European Union is ready to respond by countermeasures if negotiations fail. We have a largest single market in the world. We have to use this strength. Economic security is just part of overall security. Therefore, we should focus on other potential strategic partnerships like Mercosur, Mexico, and India. During the Ukrainian refugee crisis, we were able to ensure support and help to Ukrainian refugees quickly and effectively, thanks to cooperation, very effective cooperation at all levels of public administration, and thanks to an unprecedented wave of solidarity of our people. We received more than 500,000 of Ukrainian refugees. And at this time, there are about 400,000 of them, while 150,000 of them are legally working and paying taxes to the state. Greece is in a different situation, very difficult one. We are aware of the fact that Greece is on the front line of the migration pressure from the east. And that's why Czechia, within voluntary solidarity mechanism, supports safe areas for unaccompanied children with €1 million a year.